This is a historic day because we are here for the signing of SB 350, a historic and landmark bill.
60 years ago, the Griffith Observatory was the setting for Rebel Without a Cause. And I am incredibly delighted to be here today alongside a rebel with a cause.
Thanks to the golden standards that we set forth in Senate Bill 350, and that all of you here today will help pass this measure into law. We can see a much brighter future, a healthier future for Los Angeles and the entire state of California.
You made a promise that California would continue pushing the envelope on climate change. With SB 350, you've more than honored that commitment. Thank you for that. Governor Brown, by signing this bill through your ongoing partnership with the legislature and with the policies you're advancing in the executive branch, you're helping ensure California remains a global leader in climate change.
Well, we're just glad that all these folks are here today as we look at the backdrop behind us of a beautiful skyline that's impacted by smog and a lot of haze. It certainly underscores the need for us to do all we can to improve our air quality and all we can do in our environment.
The smog over LA reminds us how much work on air quality we still have to do.
This is a step forward, and hopefully one day you'll have a clearer view of downtown Los Angeles and not so hazy as you see right now.
I don't want to make you feel bad, Angelinos, but you live within 100 feet of a freeway. Young children, their lungs in many cases can be permanently affected. So we're talking about the big world of avoiding climate catastrophe, but we're talking about the immediate world of people living in Riverside, in Los Angeles, and other places. And we're going to make the world healthier, and the city healthier, and their lives better.
I have three of the most polluted cities in Southern California, including my hometown where I live in Bell Gardens. And so I think this is an opportunity to make sure our green energy, our cleaner air is getting into my community, and we're rethinking, where we get our energy from, and we're doing more renewables along the way.
It's very important to those that I serve in places like Richmond and Berkeley and Oakland to make sure that everyone has access to clean air and clean water, and that we're fighting to reverse the impacts of climate change.
SB 350, you all know, sets a 50% renewable portfolio standard by 2030. It doubles California's energy efficiency target for existing buildings and expands the scope of the state's energy efficiency efforts throughout our economy. It expands opportunities for more electric vehicles and transit. It ensures that disadvantaged communities are a major focus of California's climate change programs. I represent an incredible district in San Diego that will feel the consequences of climate change. Rising sea levels will impact homes, businesses, infrastructure, our national security even, and our very economy. And that's why SB 350 is so important to our future. With SB 350, California is leading by example. It sets the course for our state, for the nation, and for the world.
This is the future of frankly, our country, and so proud that California is leading the way.
The world has been watching California for a long time on what we're willing and able to do with climate change, and signing this bill today, probably the most significant climate bill that's happened in a while, is a very important step for California to show the world what's possible and what can be done.
Because of how bad it was, California became sensitive to air pollution and created the Air Resources Board. Ronald Reagan was governor. Richard Nixon was president. He signed the Clean Air Act. That was a time when Republicans really got it. We hope they're going to come back to the good old days of Reagan and Nixon, where people cared about clean air and clean water.
There will come a time when climate change deniers pull their heads out of the sand, and when that day comes, they can look around and see that California will be in better shape because we put SB 350 in place today.